Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Metaphysical Morning. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jessica.
And welcome to another episode.
Yes,
How are we
welcome.
feeling this week?
Okay. Wait.
Wait. We're starting off.
So sometimes, I don't know how to describe it to people, so I'm just gonna tell you.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm overflowing and bursting with love and joy.
I can tell.
And I can't contain it.
Yes.
And I don't want to contain it. And and that is
Don't ever contain.
This is one of those days. I don't know, I've been told it's a little much.
What?
But to that I say, yeah, because darkness hates the light.
Exactly.
I know.
I love this. And you're so bright today.
I know. I wanted to wear this because I feel like this color expresses how I feel inside.
Yeah, it's definitely
super bright.
I love it. Well, this is going to be a fun episode then.
Full of love.
Oh, well, I think this week, some of the things that we've been exploring, even in our own journeys, is just the journey itself.
Yes.
About what is the process of just getting to know yourself better. Call it a spiritual journey. Call it, just healing, your healing era, whatever that is. It all comes down to really trusting in you and getting to know and get familiar with all the parts of you. And I think so much of this journey gets glamorized. It's not always that.
No.
It's not.
No.
Call it your awakening, call it your spiritual journey, but along that way you meet all facets of yourselves. And I know I have met so many new facets of myself just this week.
Yes.
That painful, but also I'm grateful to get to see, that's kind of why, if you look around in your life and you wonder why things are the way that they are, until you can actually separate yourself and look at them from an outside perspective to see the pattern that continues, that's part of you that is reflecting back to you. And that's what I think can be so isolating and so, I don't want to use the word painful, but sometimes it is painful.
Sometimes, but yes, it is. Yeah. I try not to.
Oh, we all try not to,
Yes. I think, because I feel like this is what that's really the heart of what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Is the trying not to, but not just trying, or trying to, because some people tend to think that, you do the work once and you're done, or you manifest the thing once and you're done.
Yeah.
But that is not it at all. It's a process every day.
It continues every single day. You get a new day to restart. New situations are always going to be presenting them to you, and how you respond. That's where the magic is. Yeah. Magic. Manifesting magic.
Yes. So I would like to say something about this whole thing. So this is a story. I like to take a short story and then take you on a journey you didn't know you wanted to go on. So that's what I do. So I opened Divine North in Pequot in a small space. I won't call it tiny. In a small space, and it was like an experiment to see if it would work and if I could sustain it in a small town. And then Ashley walked. Well, first of all, I put out into literally this is how I looked for a card reader. I stood at the cash register and spoke into the universe with no one around. I need a reader here at Divine North. Okay. That was literally the work I put into finding a reader. And then shortly after, Ashley walked into my shop.
So funny. So I thought I'd seen you advertise. I'd heard Divine North, and I was like, that's probably a place that I should be in. Not knowing that I would be working out of the space, but I should be acquainted with. Probably someone who would get me and that I should know. And so I had driven by numerous times, but I didn't see it. And then that one day I saw it and I was like, oh, I'm going in now. There was no forethought into it. It was like, oh, I have to go into Divine North today. And I went in and just, you were there behind the cash wrap and I don't even know how the conversation started, but I think I just said, "Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm an
Yes.
astrologer."
And I remember, like, okay, and this again is like part of how I live my life now, is like something in me was like, oh no, I'm supposed to know this person.
Yeah.
And that is, I want to say that doesn't happen all the time. It's
Yeah.
not like an everyday thing.
Yeah.
It's actually very seldom where there's just like, call it your intuition, my guides, like whatever you want to call it,
Yes.
are like, oh no, you're supposed to, like, this is a person who's going to be in your life. And so that is what I felt when you were in there.
Yeah.
It's only happened a couple of times before.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh no, I need to talk to this person.
Yeah.
Like, that's what this is.
Yeah.
And so then we did, like, you did readings out of Divine North, and it was, we had to do tarot readings, astrology readings, and then Reiki and sound massage out of the same space. So I was constantly like moving giant massage tables and oh my gosh, it was not an ideal space, but
it was a good place to start.
I'll never forget that.
A lot.
Yes, we did learn a lot.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that we were talking, Ashley and I, one day, and I think you were sitting on the stairs.
Yes.
And I was sitting on a chair, and we said, we have to move the sword in this wall. Like, we have to.
Yeah.
And then it all happened so fast after that. Because we were just like, nope, we're going to do it. It's going to happen.
Right.
We were both in that same mindset.
Yep.
And I remember going home that night and telling Jeff, and again, I was bursting that day.
Yeah.
I was like, it's going to happen. We're going to move to this wall. It's going to be so amazing. And I said, and I'm so excited. And he's all like, well, don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you don't understand. What's like so exciting to me is I can't wait to see how the universe makes it happen.
Because you didn't worry about it.
I didn't worry about it at all.
Cling onto it. You were like, I have
was
to
like,
make this happen.
I was very much like, we spoke it and it's going to come. And it'll be so exciting to see how it's going to come.
Yes.
And then just a couple months later.
It wasn't even that long. I think it was weeks. Like, it was
not
that
so
long.
fast.
But
when
it went so fast.
It really did. And then the building became available.
Yep.
And then I had to interview for the building because there's a lot of demand for the building.
Yep.
And then I got the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was all so fast. But then, this is the point I'm getting to. But then, I manifested and it was amazing. But then it was like, I have this giant space.
So it's like, okay,
and now I have to do all the things.
Now it's like, okay, now you have to continue to evolve the vision, the dream. Instead of like, it's not even sometimes like setting out the big goal, the big one, the high, this is the cherry on top. It's like, you got to take the little steps that get to that big dream. You know what I mean? Instead of all of the, you don't think about that. You need to manifest like the next step.
But I have to say too, it was so amazing. And there have been other times in my life where I felt that way too. But then, like, for the last couple months, I haven't felt that way.
You've been gripping a little bit, you feel like?
I just feel like, and Jeff said something to me a few weeks ago. He said it's because I haven't been doing the things that bring me joy.
Yeah, you did say that. Yeah.
And he's like, why are you doing things that don't bring you joy? So I've been making an effort to only do the things that bring me joy.
Yeah. Yes.
And to focus on those things. And I'm starting to feel more like myself. So,
well, and I think too, like we just entered eclipse season. So there's some energetic shifts on the way. But I think that's so true. A lot of the things that I have going on in my life right now, like big shifts, with my puppies and yoga adventure that's happening. And you know what's so interesting about that is like, I manifested it, but I haven't gripped it yet. Like it's nothing, it's kind of like this energetic of just like, let it flow. Like, and not have no expectations, except for the expectation that everything's going to be fine. So many of the things that I'm now have this awareness about is the less I have the need to try to control it. Mm-hmm. Like, one, I think that's just a way to live life anyway.
Right.
But when you realize how powerful that is, and that's actually what you're doing when you're manifesting, is it's that self-trust in yourself or the universe that it's already done. And why would you have to worry about it anyway? What do you care? Bashara always says, what do you care how it happens?
Exactly.
It's just like the less you try to control what it looks like, and you align with the energy of, well, it's already done, so I don't have to worry about it. It's not that you don't care. It's not like detaching from it from a fact of like, well, it's gone, I don't care. You still care, but it's like this alignment of energy of it's already done. That was it. All I had to do was ask. It's hard to do though.
It is.
It's hard to let go of control. And reality will test you.
Yeah, well,
the 3D will test you to see how much you really trust in yourself.
Abraham says we spend too much time. Humans are too focused on what is reality around them.
Yes.
And that we shouldn't be living that way.
No.
And I do have to say my life does flow easier when I don't pay attention to reality.
Not that you can't pay attention, but I think it also what the layer under that is like the presence of just being present in the moment, but not getting swept up in it. Recognizing that it's merely a reflection of how you experienced life yesterday, or an other version of you is now showing and playing itself in front of you. When you realize that everything has energy and everything is frequency, your emotions dictate your surroundings and the situations that you call into your life. When you start to live with that knowledge, things start to change very rapidly.
They do. I just feel like when you're living in the flow, which other people call it other things, but I feel like when I'm living in the flow and I'm just living my joyful, happy self, and I'm not worried about things or trying to force things or control things, then things come to me much more easily.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I mean, if the universe or God or whoever you want to say is bringing you something, but you're trying to control how they bring it to you,
you're messing.
You're like interfering, really.
You're limiting the possibilities.
Right. Like maybe $20 million will just fall in my lap and I won't have to do nothing for it.
Yeah, I love that.
And that always, we're just going to go on a little tangent.
Okay.
Because you know how so many of us are told, like, you have to work hard. And like, you have to work hard, you have to work hard, you have to work hard.
It's going to be hard. You have to give up.
So
you have to sacrifice.
Hard. Yeah, but I feel like that's not true. And we all know examples where that's not true.
Well, that's part of our conditioning.
Right.
They want you to think that it's hard so that you give up and you don't try.
Yes.
In a way, it is hard. And I won't say that it's easy. It gets easier, but you'll have good days. You'll have bad days. Like I had a situation last week where I was bumping up against my shadow self, some parts of me that still want to shrink, the little girl inside that is scared and wants to please and doesn't want to be in trouble or wants everyone to like me. Some very revealing reflections came through. And I think as painful as that was, my ability to recognize it and sit in it and not try to like drown it or, pretend like it's not happening. I have to sit with it. I literally was in bed the entire day. And my mind was I could literally feel the energy of just bumping up against, like my nervous system walls were like, Ashley, if you want to expand, you have to get through this. You have to acknowledge these parts of you that you're still shrinking for this 3D reality.
Right.
And what is the part that I think gets easier is the recovery. Like you're not going to stop those reflections of yourself. The world is constantly going to be showing you, parts of your conditioning, your beliefs, but you get to choose how you move through that. And since that happened, like I would say now I'm even more in the flow than I felt I have been in so long, because I was able to sit with that discomfort and recognize that that was just a mere reflection. It's not real.
Right. It's really interesting because it's like that saying, everything is a gift.
Yeah.
And so even though it was really hard at first, you still, like, if you choose to look at it as a gift, or even if you want to just look at it as information.
That's my new thing, is looking at it as data. This is just data. Is this good data? Do I want to keep this data? Or is this just data that I want to recode, rewrite?
Right. And I've often said it's all about perspective too.
Yes.
It's like you just change. I firmly believe this. You really can change your perspective of something in an instant.
Yeah.
You just have to be like, I don't like the way I'm feeling about this.
Yes.
How can I look at it differently or experience it differently so that I don't feel this way about it?
Yes.
And it's a decision.
Yeah, I think it is.
You decide that you're gonna like change your perspective on it and you're gonna treat it differently.
Yeah.
So that's why I like thinking of it as like it's just information.
Well, and even to that decision, like it makes you go back to yourself and tests those things that you say you are. Okay, you say that you trust yourself completely. Are you doing that now?
Right.
Like it gives you the opportunity to show what you have learned. Like show that you trust yourself completely. Show that you won't shrink yourself, that others' opinions are wonderful for them, but it's none of your business.
Right. I think that's the thing too, is the people pleasing and caring what other people think.
Yeah.
So I think that it's been especially hard for some people because it's ingrained in us to people please. Yes. And to put others' needs and wants ahead of our own. And so I think like for some of us, that's just our second nature. Like we don't even think about it. That's what we do. And so when you step out of that, you do it first upset people who are used to you being that way.
Yes.
But then also it's not, you have to also, so kind of at the same time, you just stop caring what people think. And you can rationalize things, which is easy to try and say, but like really what people think of you is a reflection of them. Like you're just the mirror and they're seeing something in you it's just them, right? It's not really you.
Yes.
But at the same time, like you do have to live in the world. And so of course, every once in a while, what someone thinks bothers you.
Get caught up in it.
You're like, wait. But then I feel like that's where you can change perspective. You can be like, they don't pay my bills. Yeah. They're not like, why do I care what they think?
Well, and I think too, it's recognizing how much of your energy is siphoned into different things. Into like you start to really realize what has power over you. Certainly you get to see how much power you have in other people's lives by how much they are,
bothered by
you or, following you or
whatever
any of the other things, but like
copying you.
Yeah. You start to realize how influential that energy is, but then also how important it is to protect your energy. And there have been numerous things, I would say in the last year where I've just realized certain people in my life that I hold space for, and I don't even do it in an active way, but I would hold space for in my collective. They were orbiting me, that took energy from me.
Well, instead of like recharging you,
or at least recharging, or just neutral, like not even being there for my benefit. Not all of them, of course, not in a malicious way, but just not aligned energetically. Right. And I'm starting to really trust and listen to that more because I believe firmly, the right people always come and the wrong ones will always leave, but you have to let them go. Yeah. You have to let people go, and it's okay to let those ties go. Sometimes the energetic cord cutting is so freeing and liberating. You don't even realize how tied you are to someone else's energy.
That is very true. And I do want to say two things real fast. First of all, we're not saying you only have people in your life who benefit you. That's not what we're saying. No, that's not what we're saying. Users. Wait, and what was the other one? Oh, it's gone already. That's okay. But yeah, there's, I will say, I always feel like you should have one or two, but it should only be like one or two people who you do care what they think.
Oh, yeah.
They're like your spouse or a best friend or something, like someone to keep you a little bit grounded. Yes. Maybe. But yeah, but that's not what we're talking about here either. No. We're talking about like the wider population.
Peripheral. Yeah. Your web of connections.
Yeah. Like a friendly acquaintance who's really not a friend.
Not really that friendly.
But yeah, it's you can't worry about what people think.
And I think that
it just takes up your energy.
It takes up your energy. And it also inhibits you from getting to that next level, because you're either tied to a vibration that you've now asked to be moved out of, and until you can really kind of clean up your side of the street almost and make space for, because I really do believe when you are calling big things in, like not everything gets to come with you, and that's a beautiful life, death, rebirth type of process. Like things fall away. You got to clean up your garden bed before you can plant something new.
I have faith that the right people will come into my life.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, and I really do. And I'll tell you why, because I did a past life regression.
Oh, yes.
This is the great story. So, I did a past life regression with Michelle, who we should have on the show.
We definitely want Michelle on the show.
And so she's amazing. And so I did a past life regression, and I did not go to a past life. I went to the soul realm, and I got to talk to my spirit people. I call them beings.
Beings, yeah.
Yeah. And I was asking them questions, and they were telling me answers when they felt like it. It was a little frustrating. But they said that almost everyone who's supposed to be in my life is in my life. And so I can just rest, and they're going to take care of it, and those people will come.
Yeah. So, what a like sense of relief, or like, what are you worried about? You know, everything is taken care of. And I think that goes back to the joy of like when you feel out of alignment in your life, like how much are you spending on the things that you enjoy? I'm not saying we don't all have obligations, because we do, that don't bring us joy, but how do you find more of the things that really light up your passions and your desires, that will make you feel lighter, that don't feel like work, that just you do it because you love it?
Yes. I've recently taken up painting.
I love that.
I love it. It's so tapping into a side of my brain that I don't usually use inside of myself.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if I'm good or not, because it's just a creative outlet, and it brings me joy.
Yes.
And I feel like that's something, this is like a whole other topic we're not going to get into, but like things that bring you joy you don't have to be good or monetize them, or like
it's not always of like, now it has to be a job.
You can just love to make a painting and enjoy the process, the creative process of it, and then burn it, and it's fine. Like, it doesn't matter, because it brought you joy. That's all that matters. Yeah. And I think all of us need to try to find more things that bring us joy.
Yeah. So let us know some of the things that bring you joy. What are some of the ways that you just come back into alignment with that special place? Call it like that childlike wonder, that place where there's no pressure. It just feels so pure and so effortless. What are some of the things that help you in your lives?
What do you do, Ashley?
Ooh, I mean, I love to create. I felt so in flow, and this is work related, but I think this goes back to when I was creating the brand for Yoga Puppies. It's kind of like time doesn't exist when you're doing something, that there's no pressure, but it just feels so in alignment, and the creativity just flows, and you start to see from nothing, you know, this whole creature coming to life, and you get ideas, and it's exciting, and all of a sudden it's like 10 hours have gone by, and I've created, you know, so many different things, and they're all floating around, and it's kind of like this frenetic, like buzz energy of just like, this is mine, I can feel it, it's coming to life. I love that creation process. Of course, you know,
we're here to create.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, just from that creator perspective, like, it doesn't have to be more complicated than that.
No. And I also want to say it can be simpler than painting or creating a whole brand. Yeah. But you know, creating a whole brand that brings you so much joy is like so on brand for you.
Because how many of them do I have?
No, because like you're so good at it though. Like
I truly love it.
You can tell it's like a passion of yours. Definitely.
Love to curate and bring things to life, and I love it.
I also make up songs and sing.
Do you?
Yeah, like while I'm doing
Tourist,
dishes or like cooking breakfast or saying hello to people. Yeah. Sometimes I'll sing it instead because I have joy in my heart.
You do. Yeah.
So yeah, like it could be something super simple that brings you joy. It doesn't have to
like
be
doing this show.
I do love doing the show.
Brings me so much
joy. It does bring me joy. So that brings us to something else we might want to touch on.
Yes.
Is if you start, like, because I guess this was like a thing we kind of touched on, but sometimes when you're going through this process and you stop pleasing people and you're focused on your flow and what brings you joy, and you're like starting to awaken to more spiritual things, and those are the conversations you want to have. Sometimes people, like you said, the people will leave. Yeah. People who don't want to have those conversations, and people who don't want to hear about you having, like, they don't want to hear you talk about it. Sometimes they will leave, which can lead to a little bit of loneliness. You can, like, I feel like that's why we started this.
Yeah.
Because we wanted people to know that, like, nope, there's lots of people having these conversations and
that you never have
doing
to feel,
the thing.
You never have to feel alone.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it is you will find yourself in a lot of times of isolation, especially when you're really working through something. You have to quiet the noise, and everyone's a little bit different. Some people process really well when they have someone around or a group around that they can really download to, up to like play by play of, oh my gosh, this is what's happening. But depending on your emotional style, you could be someone that needs a lot of time alone. And you may find yourself in a lot of times of solitude. And I just say with that, it's just so important to have a couple key people that can kind of pull you back out so you don't stay too long.
And sometimes it changes in your life.
Totally.
Like sometimes you go through a period of solitude where it helps you, right? Like you kind of withdraw into yourself because you're going through changes or you need to process something. Yes. And then and then 10 years later, something happens and you need people around you to process. Yeah. Like you definitely, that can change throughout your life, how, like, what that looks like to you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I do think, ooh. What is something, like, if you were 10 years ago, like, what would you tell yourself?
Oh, don't worry about it, girl. Like, stop worrying about it. And you know what? I think I didn't even realize how much I was worrying about things. Like, I'm really good at worrying. Didn't even let myself know I was really worrying about it. But then when you start to like really peel back and you're like, oh my gosh, my nervous system is just constantly running. And then you notice the like, okay, doubt comes first. Criticism comes first. Scarcity comes first. Like that's the ping that you keep bumping up against yourself. It's like, oh my God. Yeah. I gotta let that go. And I think, the longer you go without correcting these behaviors, you can make a change in an instant. It's really a mindset change. But I think it's hard. I think it's hard. Our brains are wired for our history and what we've continued to think and allow. You get to change that 100%.
I actually think it's deeper than your brain. It's that like the nervous system doesn't want you to change.
Yes.
In fact, it'll override your brain. And it would rather be uncomfortable than go into the unknown. Yeah. And that's like a evolutionary tactic to keep us safe.
Yeah, exactly.
But most of us aren't making decisions that like a lion will eat us
if we do it. So yes, that are truly that critical.
But that nervous system is still operating now.
Right.
And so that's a problem. That's like something to overcome. But I do think I don't know that it's like, I get what you're saying about it being hard. Yeah. Because like definitely there have been
it takes work. Times. Yeah.
But I think with you, like in a different way, it's like the control. First of all, I would tell myself to stop pleasing people.
Yes, that too.
So I did go through a whole year where my favorite expression that I did this on purpose was F right off with that, but I used the actual word. And it wasn't just at people. It would have been like something I saw online or something I was watching or whatever. Yeah. And it just would not, if it didn't resonate with me, I was like, no, just be gone. Almost like if the another expression is like, if it's not a hell yeah, it's a no.
Yes.
And so I kind of lived my life that way for a whole year. Yeah. Like I made myself do it.
Yep.
And that was a wonderful year because it did make me really pay attention.
Yes.
To what I really wanted and what I really didn't want.
Yes.
And not caring, that really like helped me not care what other people thought, because I was just going to listen to myself and how like how that felt to me.
Yeah.
So I would tell myself to do that faster. Like do it earlier in
Yes.
my life.
I
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And then stop trying to control things. Because if you just let them happen, somehow it always works out.
Just remind yourself that you are the creator. It's your thoughts. You have to be able to recognize them, though. You have to be able to see what's running on autopilot.
Yes. I remind myself that I am an all-powerful and eternal being.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
why am I
remind
worried?
myself I'm the creator. I'm the creator.
Yeah,
I'm doing this.
I know. Well, I'm so glad you created me in your world, Ashley.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And you're lovely. I did a great job.
Thank you.
Oh.
So yeah. Oh, wait, and our viewers are creating us in their world.
They are. Thank you for creating.
Yes, thank you.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing to think about.
It is.
Well, do we have anything else to say?
We can save some for like next week.
Yeah, we have to do it next week too.
Ooh, next week's you're gonna have some content for next week. I'm excited.
I am. Yep, we're gonna have some amazing content. I have visitors coming. I'm super excited.
Yes. And I'll have content too because I'll have a new experience.
Yes, yoga puppies will
Yoga
happen.
puppies launches.
I'm so excited. I wish I could come, but I have visitors, so.
We'll talk about that.
Well, thank you for sticking with us through this.
Thank you for joining us for another episode, and join us next week, same time.
Yes.
Happy Sunday morning.
Happy Sunday morning. Have a great week.